You ready for this?
I guess.
Are you sure?
No, not sure.
All right. Hey, folks, we're back here again, and I am at a retreat center here in actually below Pittsburgh, speaking on a weekend, and I had the privilege of running into some people in our region who are doing youth ministry. So I thought I'll take advantage of this and do some recording. And I'm here with Darrell Edgar. Darrell Edgar is the youth pastor at Mount Moriah Baptist Church. Well, you could throw a rock into West Virginia from where he is, probably. But it's great to be here with you, Darrell. And I have some questions for you that we're doing with a lot of our different youth workers. Very simple, so don't worry.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Here it is. So tell a little bit of history about being at Mount Moriah, like how you got started there, how long you've been there, and how you got the position there, so on and so on. All right?
Sure.
You can hold it.
All right.
Yeah.
When I was in college, I went to college for an accounting degree. And when I got out of college, I decided I wanted to dedicate one summer after college, before I got into my career, to God. And I thought that was kind of like doing him a favor, I guess. I don't know.
One summer.
One summer. Hey, God, this is what you get. I mean, I've been involved in student ministries, camp ministries all my life, but that was kind of something I wanted to do. When I got finished with that summer, applications in, whatever it was,
Right.
there were no phone calls, and started worrying about things like that. And one morning I woke up and had a phone call from a small church in southwest Pennsylvania that was probably about a half an hour away from where I lived. And
Wow.
Mount Moriah said, well, we'd like you to come and interview for our youth position.
That's cool.
And I said, I can't. I don't have any training. And
Yeah.
they said, well, come and interview and we'll decide. And when I got there, I realized, and I think they realized almost immediately, that God was calling me to that. And through the experiences that God has grown me and matured me at that point, where I was spiritually in my life at that point, I realized it was God was going to give me an opportunity to serve Him and take care of my needs all at the same time. So I kind of put my faith in Him.
How long have you been there now?
Since 1997,
Wow.
So it's been about 13 years. And the odd thing about it is everybody thinks, wow, 13 years being at the same place. But what's really cool is that church has not only given me the opportunity to serve as youth minister, but as I've grown in that ministry, they've also allowed me to grow in the ministry of the church and allowed me to do a lot more than just youth ministry.
That's cool. Good. That's fantastic. That's great. So tell me something. It sounds like you really like this church. You've been there 13 years, all right? What do you love about serving at the church? And it doesn't have to particularly do with youth ministry, but this question we've been asking is, what do you love about serving at the church?
Well, probably the greatest thing is you don't look at it as working for a church or at a church.
Okay.
I've never really looked at it as a job. I've
good.
looked at it as an opportunity of using the gifts that God's given me at a church. And I actually, being there 13 years, being the youth minister, you get this feeling like, am I still where I'm supposed to be? And I believe, I pray often, my wife prays often, that this is still it, and God's still growing me, using me in that ministry. And there's nothing better than serving at a place where people appreciate your ministry, people realize the potential of your ministry, and ultimately they see God in your ministry. And so that's the most important part to me.